Hello, this video is designed to introduce you to the concepts of human performance improvement. The purpose of implementing this program is to help Duro improve its safety and organizational efforts by identifying potential deficiencies in the company policy or operations, and creating opportunities for improvement. This is not a program to fix everything within the organization, but simply another tool in our toolbox to help us create a better, safer, and more efficient place to work. Human Performance Improvement, or HPI, is a concept that was developed by the Department of Energy, or DOE, to assist in identifying and improving efficiencies and safety within their facilities, especially in the nuclear power plants. With such critical systems, where breakdowns and mistakes could be catastrophic, the DOE needed a program to reduce the chance that something bad could happen and minimize the likelihood that people and systems could fail. These concepts have since been adopted by other industries as a way to improve overall organizational performance.
In this video, you will be introduced to the concepts and terminology associated with the HPI model.
Human Performance Improvement, or HPI, is a set of concepts and principles. It's a means to reduce unwanted events. You could even say it's a new way to think. Since the inception of HPI, CSG has seen steady growth in terms of hours worked and shareholder return. While we have increased hours and revenues, we have seen a steady decline in employee injuries and, more importantly, the severity of these injuries. We attribute these positive results due to the implementation of human performance improvement into all aspects of our business, not just safety, but also operations. As we discuss the principles of HPI, keep in mind that they can be applied to our professional lives and personal lives.
The basis of the HPI model is that humans are not perfect and subject to make mistakes or errors. It is therefore imperative that the organization take a strategic approach for improving performance to reduce human error and manage controls so as to reduce unwanted events and mitigate their impact if they should occur. What this means is that human error is not random, it is connected to the processes in place, the tools and equipment they work with, the tasks that they perform, and the environment with which they work. Dr. Todd Conklin, in his book, The 5 Principles of Human Performance, and an expert in the principles of HPI, states, "It's not workers who need reformation, it's the workplace. It's not our leaders that need reformation, it's the leadership system we utilize. If you place good people into bad systems, you will undoubtedly get undesired outcomes." He goes on to say, "People don't have negative intentions, because they intend to produce undesirable outcomes. Bad outcomes are a product of weak and brittle systems, not weak and brittle people."
It's something you didn't intend to do. That's all I need you to remember, is an error is something you didn't intend to do. Is it difficult to get people to quit doing things they didn't intend to do? Yeah. Why? Because they didn't intend to do them. It's that simple. Here's a quick exercise. You all have a pencil, right? Somewhere on your paper, I don't care where, I want all of you, I'm going to show you how hard it is to get people to quit doing things they didn't intend to do. Somewhere on your paper, I want you to write down 2 things that you're going to do tomorrow that right now you don't intend to. Everybody write down 2 things that you're going to do tomorrow that right now you don't intend to.
In its simplest form, human performance is a series of behaviors carried out to accomplish specific results. Behavior is what people do and say, and it is a means to an end. Behaviors are observable acts that can be seen and heard. At Duro, the behaviors of all employees are designed to achieve a common goal: to install or service electrical systems for our customers in a manner that is effective, efficient, and safe. Improving human performance is key to producing quality products on time, on budget, and in a manner that protects people, property, and the environment. Human error increases when expectations are not set, tasks are not clearly identified, and resources are not available to carry out the job. Under the HPI model, and based on solid research, when investigating an event, or something that happened, typically only 20% can be attributed to equipment failure. The other 80% is due to human error. When looking at the human error, only 30% can be attributed to the individual making a mistake. The other 70% is due to organizational weaknesses. It is because of these findings that human performance improvement looks at the conditions with which a worker performs their duties, and the focus is placed on what can the organization do to help the worker succeed, and to reduce the chance that mistakes will happen. It's about moving the company's safety program from preventing things from going wrong to a culture and process of making sure things go right. We have used some words so far that may seem a bit confusing for you, so let's review some important definitions under the HPI model. Behavior. Behavior is an observable act that can be seen and heard, and it can be measured. Error. An error is an action that unintentionally departs from an expected behavior. In other words, an error is a mistake. Active errors are those errors that have immediate, observable, undesired outcomes which can be deliberate or unintentional. Error precursors are unfavorable, prior conditions that increase the probability for error. These are the things that lead up to the error, or mistake to happen. Latent factors or conditions are hidden deficiencies in management control processes, for example, strategy, policies, work control, training, and resource allocation. Now let's take a look at error precursors. These can include time pressure, high workloads, interruptions, distractions, fatigue, unfamiliarity, stress, mental shortcuts, and complacency. When we look at error precursors, skilled workers, or the people doing the work, can make 5 to 7 errors per hour. This is compared to the knowledge workers, or the thinkers, the people behind the scenes. They can make 10 to 15 errors per hour. Errors can often be explained with the Swiss cheese model. Think of all the holes in a block of Swiss cheese. As errors are made, some of them make it through the hole to the next hole. Some errors are blocked and don't go any further. Eventually though, some of the errors will get through the block of cheese, and that is when an event happens. To help prevent the unwanted outcome, we need to put specific defenses in place to block or eliminate the error before it happens. Defenses are where an organization looks at the task at hand, and works to identify ways to prevent human errors in the system, and to mitigate the consequences of those errors should they occur. These may include a change in policy, work practice, control measures, or the redesign of equipment operations. According to Dr. Todd Conklin, when identifying defenses,
the level of risk does not go away. You don't manage the risk, you manage the controls. Todd Conklin.
Let's take the automotive industry as an example of implementing controls, so that workers are less likely to make errors, and when errors occur they have less of an impact. Older cars were typically made of steel, and had limited features or devices designed for driver safety. For a long time seatbelts were optional safety equipment. Power steering was a luxury option, and there were no anti-lock brakes. Most of the vehicle safety relied on the driver to perform and function in a safe manner, and hope that other drivers were practicing defensive driving as well. Now, vehicles are equipped with standard safety features, such as backup cameras, lane shift alerts, multiple airbags, crumple zones, automatic braking systems, and more. The automotive industry understood that they had limited control over the driver and their behaviors, but they could put controls in place to help eliminate or correct those error-likely situations. So, what can we do at Duro to help improve our work processes and help eliminate or reduce error-likely situations? Be on the lookout for those situations where errors occur or may occur. When planning a job, look for all opportunities to involve and utilize the prefab department. Prefabrication can be done in a controlled environment with a standardized process that can reduce the potential for mistakes to happen. If you notice opportunities for operational improvements, notify your supervisor or a member of the field leadership team. Your observations could be invaluable in making a positive change at Duro.